SongCast Radio. True music discovery.
You are streaming Spotlight, indie music from around the world, commercial-free and free to stream. Our featured artist for this edition of Spotlight is the Corp, melding hip-hop, pop, and some R&B flavorings into a sound uniquely their own. Let's hear from the band a little bit about themselves, about their music. Here is the Corp, featured artist on Spotlight, exclusively on SongCast.
My name's King God, a.k.a. IV3. Started a couple of years back just playing around with the music, and then freestyling, started taking it serious and start buying equipment, and we start putting music together. Originally from Springfield, Massachusetts, located in South Carolina. We host events, shows, showcases, everything. We also got A&D Corp, on label independently, and we just try to strive and push and, make things happen.
I'm A1. I'm co-founder of A&D Corp. With King Ob and myself, we make up the Corp, which is one of our groups that we push out. I'm originally from Queens, New York, but reside in the South as of now. Me and Al, like you said, we've been playing with it, toying with it. Then we just found out the music that we was producing out together was, had a little vibe to it, and they liked it, they vibed to it. So, this would make us keep pushing.
How did you two come together and start making music?
Same neighborhood. We stayed in the same neighborhood. Parlayed together, have fun, enjoy life.
It's funny you say that because more or less we used to just sit there and just freestyle every time we got a little liquor in our system. We just did it, and it just seems like his voice complements mine, and the things that he say and the things I say complement his, and we just put it all together.
Now, when did you go from just freestyling, hanging out together, to getting serious and starting to record and release your own music? What was the turning point where you started, doing it in a professional manner?
Like I said, me and Hob, we used to play back then with it. We had lost touch for about a year and a half. And one day he hit me up on Facebook. I think it was around my birthday or his birthday, one of our birthdays. And he was like, yo, man, I need to talk to you. And we sat down, we talked about it. He was asking, was I still doing it? I asked him, was he still doing it? He said, yeah. He showed me everything that he was getting into as far as his own music was concerned. And I said, we might as well put this together. And then we put it together and we just started doing it professionally.
Let's get into your latest single. Tell us a little bit about it.
The newest single out is Don't Want Romance and That's on God. Those are the two singles that we just pushing out there.
Tell me about Don't Want Romance, how that came together.
All right, so Don't Want Romance, that came together. We was just chilling per usual, enjoying life, having fun. We heard a beat, we were just chilling. We liked the beat, and like I said, it was all fun and games. But, we take music, we take our craft serious. So what happened was we made a funny song. It was intentionally supposed to be funny. And then people was like, yo, nah, that shit could be something. So, hey, be serious with it. And what happened was we got back in the studio and we re-recorded. And we got it mixed professionally, everything, of course. And it turned out to be what it is.
This is what it is. Don't Want Romance. The Corp, featured artist on Spotlight. True music discovery on SongCast.
cup, your lighters, your weed, whatever the fuck you do.
Shit, we all grown.
Don't Want Romance, latest single from the Corp, featured artist here on Spotlight. If you like what you hear, buy tracks from the Corp on Apple Music, on Amazon, put them on your phones, play them in the car, share them with your friends and family. You can also stream on Spotify, on SoundCloud, on YouTube. Support indie music, support the Corp. Let's get back into our interview. I asked this duo if they freestyle in the studio, if they write their lyrics out in advance, or if they do both.
Both. We do both. It depends on the beat and how serious we taking it. Like, well, we take everything serious. Let me put that out there when it comes to making music. But as far as like, you know, we go for originality and authenticity. So when we do a music, we hear a beat, okay, boom. One of the engineers that send us a few beats, we like, okay, yo, we like that. We gonna rock with that one. Once we do that, we start writing. Sometimes I can flow to this beat easily. Okay, boom. We gonna get in there and we gonna do it. We gonna punch ins, whatever, however we got to do. We gonna make it work so it can sound great.
Where do you find your beats at? Do you make them yourself or do you grab them online?
Most of our beats we do ourselves, but then there's other people that send us tracks, and we try to see how the vibe is with different artists, with other producers and stuff like that, to see if they material matches our voices and things like that. So that's how we go about that.
Let's talk about the release Premonition. How did that come about? Were the songs newly written for the release, or were they stuff that you already kind of had around that you put together for the release?
In all reality, Premonition is all new material. Everything that you hear on Premonition was things that we came up with together when we got back together in the studio. So everything that you hear on Premonition, those songs are definitely new releases that we had put together.
Is there any kind of a lyrical tie-in between the songs where they kind of speak the same language?
No, every song has their own meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? We dip and dab in different genres. We're not trying to stay one path. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make everything 3D so people can see and understand the vision and hear it and understand well. So like when you hear something, you can be like, okay, I can listen to it, and okay, I can see the vibe, or okay, I understand the message that they was trying to give out within this particular song that they did.
That's one of the things I really liked about the tracks that I heard is a lot of artists kind of are pigeonholed into just one genre, but man, you guys meander around between hip hop, pop, even some R&B flavorings. Is that kind of something that you do consciously, that you want to kind of jump around a little bit between genres?
In all reality, to be truthful, the music just come to us. Whatever we feel, that's what we put down, and we try to make it reality. We're not trying to give people the intentions of, you know, everything is just about what you're hearing today. We giving people the reality check of this is what we go through every day. This is what they go through every day. And some people, and I don't want to be, you know, speak part of my French on this. Sometimes when you hear tracks like fuck these niggas and fuck these people, I mean, there's some people really feel like that, and some people are not spoken up to say these words. Or some people, when you listen to songs to like Clarity or Bang Gang So, you know, people live life, but some people are not well equipped or how can I say, have the right pronunciation to speak what they really feel. And sometimes we give them that.
Yeah, we articulate it for them.
Why don't you guys riff on the track Clarity since you just mentioned it?
When Clarity came to us as far as the things that we was going through. See, when people see us, when you know, they don't look at us in the way of saying, okay, these guys are the same, or they say, no, these guys are different. They say, and that's when you go, if you listen to Clarity, you see, look in my eyes, and you're gonna see what they despise. You know, have you ever heard a picture so clear that you could, you know what I'm saying, that you could hear? You know what I mean? Like these pictures that we paint on the music
speak volumes.
Absolutely.
It's like, and you hear it, like, once again, it comes to what I said before, prior. We try to paint a picture to the point where they can see the vision. We try to go 3D so everybody know what lane and path to follow. So, like, when you listen to that, that's more like an internal slash. It's internal, but it's external at the same time because you're talking physically, but at the same time, you're hitting them from a mental aspect. You get what I'm saying?
Here is Clarity from the Corp, featured artist on Spotlight. True music discovery on SongCast.
If you really just look in my eyes, you'll see what they despise. Have you ever seen a picture so clear? I mean, so clear that you can hear. Did y'all niggas really look? Did you? Did you ever read a book? I know Harry Potter shit through the eyes of these crooks. Did y'all niggas really look?
I'm trying to paint a perfect picture for niggas. Try to go kick it how I'm kicking, not fatality niggas. Mortal Kombat up in the jungle, it's survival of fittest. I don't need nobody to tell me how I'm taxing these niggas. Different bracket up in the age range, docking these niggas. How I'm holding you might not hold it, set a record for Guinness. So y'all pop up when there's a scene, they try to label a minute. Box you all up in your mouth and take your teeth to the jeweler. They see me coming, start to talking, but they spitting manure. I know a couple ex-cons, but I call them a connoisseur. I'm just trying to handle business, long as money coming to you. It ain't nothing really to it, I just do it how I do it.
That part. If you really just look in my eyes, what they gon' see? You'll see what they despise. He don't want it like that. Have you ever seen a picture so clear? I mean, so clear that you can hear. He don't want it like that. Did y'all niggas really look? Did you? Said what? Did you ever read a book? I know Harry Potter shit through the eyes of these crooks. That part. Did y'all niggas really look? When grandmoms died, shit, your boy lost pride. A lot of things in the hood that I couldn't let slide. So I said, fuck it, nigga, we all gon' get it. Especially if they did it and they stay committed. So nigga, see how the chain swing. I've been doing things, and I don't give a fuck if you hood or you gang. You see my shit right now is that thing. And everything we spit, nigga, we spit never the same. So charge to the game, y'all charge to the dot. You could just charge to the hood or charge to the flock. Y'all niggas talk about everything that you got. Why? So you can't be mad if niggas just plot. Nah. If you really just look in my eyes, you'll see what they despise. Have you ever seen a picture so clear? I mean, so clear that you can hear. Did y'all niggas really look? Did you? Did you ever read a book? I know Harry Potter shit through the eyes of these crooks. That part. Did y'all niggas really look?
Look, stop playing with niggas, man. It's 2022.
And those are adjectives.
Huh? You either catch on or catch the fuck up, nigga.
AD Corp, man, we in the fucking building.
Huh?
SongCast Radio.
You are listening to an interview with the Corp. You ever have people interpret your lyrics differently than what you intended?
All the time. But that's what make us love the music, because it's everything we say, once again, is not one-dimensional. It's several different meanings and everything.
And that's what makes us artists, as when you could paint a picture, but everybody's not going to see the same picture that you paint.
Well, that's the example of a really good picture, is when people can get different meanings out of it and kind of add it to their own life and their own experience. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Where can people find you on social media if they want to follow along, see what's going on?
My name on Facebook is Dyer Ivory. That's for Facebook. Snapchat is King Ive. Instagram, King Ive. Well, the Kid Ive. That's DHAKIID. IV, the number 3. On Snapchat, it's King Ive, KINGIV3. And on Facebook, it's Dyer Ivory, DYER space IVERY. And you'll see, of course, music posted. You'll see a picture with me and my kids on another album cover. And then you see the Corp premonition on there also as well.
And of course, people like what they hear. Pick up tracks everywhere SongCast distributes. You can buy them on Amazon, on Apple Music, throw them on your phones, play them for your friends, jam them in the car. You can also stream on YouTube, on Spotify, on SoundCloud. Lots of places to pick up music from the Corp. Let's talk about your live performances. You said that you did some showcases and live shows and stuff. Are those starting to pick up now that COVID's kind of ramping down?
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it is. We did a show on the 15th. We have another show, a showcase on the 6th, coming up May 6th. We have a lot of things going on. We definitely trying to push forward with the music, especially the music that people want to hear. I think that the music that we putting out is definitely the music that's been missing or long forgotten. Honestly.
Where can people find these show dates if they want to check you guys out?
You catch us on Facebook, as you said, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. Like I said, he just gave you the information. The Corp itself, you can look up on any platform, and you just type in the Corp, and we there. The music gonna pop right up, whatever you want to hear.
Did you guys do any live streaming on social media during the pandemic?
No, we didn't. What we did was we stayed in the studio, and we just tried to, get everything situated. The COVID, the pandemic hit, so we had to do things from afar a little bit. But we didn't do none of that. We want people to interact with our music with us. You understand what I'm saying? We want people to feel exactly what we give them. We don't want anything that's already pre-done. So all the music that you're going to hear now from us, from here on out, is going to be what we going through, what they going through, and it's going to be together.
And we also got a video coming soon to these Fuck These Niggas, and that's on God.
Yeah, that BC Powder video out now, too.
I was just going to ask if you had any videos on YouTube or anywhere else.
Yeah, BC on YouTube, you can type in the Corp BC Powder video is out there. Our next video is going to be Fuck These Niggas video, which is going to be an exciting video we filming at May 6th as well. I
was just going to ask you guys about the BC Powder track. Why don't you talk about that one a little bit?
It's a funny topic with BC Powder. Okay. You know that there's a headache regimen named BC Powder.
I used to use it all the time.
Right, that part. But we named BC Powder because I know that a lot of songs out here be giving people headaches. A lot of people not understanding the language or the lingo or the mumble rap. And we named, here's BC Powder. Take this after you don't listen to that shit, and you're going to understand why it's BC Powder.
Right, like a dosage.
It's an 800 milligram song.
A cure for your headaches when you listen to other shit, huh?
Absolutely. When you want that old thing back, we get you back right.
Here is BC Powder from the Corp, indie music on SongCast.
This shit different.
Niggas wanna see you up, especially when them big fucking bees is up, especially when them big fucking C's is up. Cause all they wanna do is just see corrupt. Niggas don't wanna see you up, especially when them big fucking bees is up, especially when them big fucking C's is up. See corrupt. Now I'm one of a kind while I'm chillin' in the limelight. Pressure bustin', dick a pipe, I'm trying to get a mind right. Occupation, getting money, hobby in the mind, right? Set it like you set it off, I'm shooting shit from blindside. Thinking, but nigga thinking is a crime, right? People say they higher up, I'm higher in the mind, right? Chillin' in the lobby, that's the place to set a mind, right? Rhyme tight, now I got them spitting off they mind, right? Mic check, 1, 2, rapping is what I'm gon' do. Niggas hate it, I love it, I show them just what their mind do. I'm too grippy, I'm trippy, show them the slime blue. Chillin' with my blooders from another, yeah, they slime too. Coming up was hard for a nigga, we didn't mind though. Beef wasn't shit for a nigga, make it a mondo. Setting up stage, couldn't show them all a blind show. Got them bullets raining on niggas, get them a poncho. Don't wanna see you up, especially when them big fucking bees is up, especially when them big fucking C's is up. Cause all they wanna do is just see corrupt. Niggas don't wanna see you Especially when them big fucking bees is up. Especially when them big fucking C's is up. Cause all they wanna do is just seize corrupt.
I told niggas FARROCKAWA. What the fuck did he say? It's father rule, so we gon' keep it plain and simple. QNS thug niggas that'll pop your pimple. Invade your mental, run rapidly to your temple. Like the nerve, but the herb is the sound of verbs. So fuck y'all herbs. Plus I like to see y'all flaws, cause if I catch you at the source, just believe y'all sauce. And I applied nothing but the pressure and pride. But look how many cats done died just by letting shit hide. You know what I mean? Mom outside crying and screaming. Baby mom's only feeling for the seemings of demons. Saying I should keep on repping his hood. If my shit goes platinum, if my shit sell wood, I obey this thirst and a thug should obey his curse. That anybody love me shall be placed in a hearse. You think that's the word?
See you up, especially when them big fucking bees is up. Especially when them big fucking C's is up. Cause all they really do is just see corrupt. Niggas don't wanna see you up. Especially when them big fucking bees is up. Especially when them big fucking C's is up. Cause all they really do is just see corrupt. C's corrupt. C's corrupt.
That shit different.
SongCast Radio.
You are listening to an interview with the Corp, featured artist on Spotlight, True Music Discovery on SongCast. Do you have your own studio, or do you go into somebody else's studio?
We have our own studio. We pretty much produce everything ourselves.
Did that take you guys a while to learn how to do that, or how long have you been recording your own stuff?
It's been a couple of years now. It's pretty much easy depending on what program you're using to record on, but everything pretty much comes easy. You just know the basics, then you learn, study, however you do it. You want to read or you want to watch YouTube, it's 2022, 2020, everything. You got pretty much access to everything and to learn everything,
Let's talk about the track Take Two. Anything to say about that one?
I love that song and I love the beat. That beat was sent to us from a guy from all the way from Canada. Shout out to Young Sir.
Yeah, shout out to Sir.
And when we heard it, as soon as we heard it, I was like, yo, we got to do this. We got to do this. And once again, we talk what people talk. You got to walk it like you talk it. How you going to do something like I gave you the recipe? You're not doing what we doing. So that's where that come from. It stemmed from that, and we just have fun with it. And you walk it like you talk it like I gave you the recipe. And sitting here left of me.
Take two, man, is a track that a lot of people need to pay attention to, because there's a lot of people out there that's definitely trying to walk it like they talk it, when the recipe was already been given to us from, our elders that's been in the game for the longest of time. Now, don't get me wrong, with a recipe, you want to try your own thing and pick with it, stuff like that. But in all reality, you got to give homage to what was, you know what I mean? This is not a game for us, and I know this wasn't a game for them, and I know some rappers up to date nowadays is not a game for them neither, but in all respect, you have to give back to where it started from. You have to let them know that.
Does a track like that come together pretty fast? Or speaking of recipes, is it something that just simmers for a while and you guys work on it, it just kind of takes a while? Or is it something that, once you get the beat, you get the idea, it's done like in a day or so?
Oh, yeah, that's done in a day or so. That's strictly not even a day, to be honest. Like how people pay per hour or whatever. Nah, we take less than that. Like, if we really feeling something and that's something we really vibe to, We'll vibe up. We'll come up with the hook or the chorus, whatever you prefer to call it. And then after we lay that hook down, the verses coming automatically after that. You know what I mean? And that's just something, like, that's why we love our music, because every song that we've done besides that one, including that one itself, it was just a vibe, like, yo, boom, boom, okay, you coming like this on it? Okay, this how I'm coming on it. And, you know, like you said earlier prior, it complements each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like we stated, this is an line that we stated on there from one of my verses. Exhibition is imminent, y'all limited. You know what I'm saying? That right there is the game changer right there. And it controls the whole movement and understanding what's coming from that song itself. That's take two. Because sometimes people going to double back and look like, oh, okay. And then that's take two, because you double look.
And see, and if you listen to take two, which is another dynamic song, is where when even the verse, if you listen to the verses clearly, you'll understand why we call it take two. Especially when the verses that's put together so well. And I'm not talking about just wordplay. I'm just talking about the dynamics of the beat itself, the flow, the understanding, the chorus. That's a well put together song.
Here is Take Two, the Corp, featured artist on Spotlight, True Music Discovery on SongCast.
Ain't shit in here left of me, because you walk it like you talk it like I gave you the recipe. Ain't shit in here left of me, and I'ma do this every day till every fucking breath of me. Ain't shit in here left of me, cause you walk it like you talk it like I gave you the recipe. Ain't shit in here left of me, and I'ma do this every day till every fucking breath. I had to stop these games, I really can't say no names, but it's a goddamn shame that these niggas don't really claim. See, the fame done got to niggas' minds, they got blind. So I said, fuck it, guess what? Why not shine? Why not get the same cake? Why not dictate? Why not make sure everything in my fucking hood straight? And I done gave you everything under the table, but you ain't never realized that Glock be labeled. You see, you willing and able, like the program. And that caddy outside, nigga, ain't a broham. Y'all niggas slow jam, but you can't stick to the rules. I'm talking SWV and 702s. Ain't shit in here left of me, because you walk it like you talk it like I gave you the recipe. Ain't shit in here left of me, and I'ma do this every day till every fucking breath of me. Ain't shit in here left of me, cause you walk it like you talk it like I gave you the recipe. Ain't shit in here left of me, and I'ma do this every day till every fucking breath of me. I sit back and I observe you niggas. Disrespect me, I'm finna check it. I'ma curve these niggas. Now them bitches follow up, I never heard of them niggas. They tryna really follow suit, but I be spading these bitches. So you know I had to cut her off. These niggas talking about the blocks and them number games. Nigga, we showing off. And told the bitch that she get digital. The analytics, niggas gotta get it. We politicking with politicians. Exhibition is imminent, y'all limited. Niggas talking digits, that money come. We really get it. And I don't wanna hear from none of you niggas, but if figures you got a question, we can answer with triggers. So what you want to talk about? Ain't shit in here left of me, because you walk it like you talk it like I gave you the recipe. Ain't shit in here left of me, and I'ma do this every day till every fucking breath of me. Ain't shit in here left of me, cause you walk it like you talk it like I gave you the recipe. Ain't shit in here left of me, and I'ma do this every day till every fucking breath of me. Catch on to catch the fuck up out here, man. This from the Mass, Pittsburgh, New York. Damn, Joe. To the south. OB. Yo, K, I see you. We all gon' get it. Gangsters never die, nigga.
You're listening to an interview with the Corp, featured artist on SongCast, True Music Discovery on Spotlight. What about the track Bang Gang So? That's kind of a strange name. Tell me about it.
Bang Gang So. So basically, like, you know how people be like, yeah, this how I'm moving, I got this, yeah, we could do that, we could do this. What that dynamic for that song is basically, this is what we doing, we have fun doing it. You know, like how everybody has like a come up song after they come up, and then you have some people that's on already before they come up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, my chain hang low.
And the bang ain't so.
And the bang ain't so, because what people talking ain't really what they doing. And it's just so, it's not like we trying to down anybody. It's more of a movement like, hey, this is what we doing, because the bang ain't so.
In other words, just be yourself. Just be who you are. That's what the bang gang so for. When it came to bang gang so,
changing lanes is slow.
We had to put a different emphasis on bang gang so. And that's definitely one of my favorite tracks on here, because, you know, the changing lanes is slow. You understand what I'm saying? You know the game ain't the same when the changing lanes is slow. You know when you're driving on the highway and the fast lane is one of the slowest lanes? It changed up. It changed up. Whether you backed up in traffic or not, it changed up. Things is never going to be the same. But you got to have that premonition to understand that you got to take the good, the bad with the ugly.
Game ain't saying no more when the changing lanes is slow. And them niggas be talking about that they chain hang low, but the bang ain't so. Game ain't saying no more when the changing lanes is slow. And them niggas be talking about that they chain hang low, but the bang ain't so. All y'all niggas gonna talk what I see now. I'm an old school bag nigga, C-Town. Most niggas be claiming that they hot, but they not. Cause a nigga like me turn the heat down. Most niggas ain't rose to their feet now. Most niggas like me at their peak now. Most niggas in the hood right now, they getting money like me. Ain't never pissed seat down. So I thought about your lames on the low beat. Real niggas 24, no Kobe. Yeah, I changed the game, but remain the same. So why y'all niggas still acting like y'all owe me? The game ain't saying no more when the changing lanes is slow. And them niggas be talking about that they chain hang low, but the bang ain't so. The game ain't saying no more when the changing lanes is slow. And them niggas be talking about that they chain hang low, but the bang ain't so.
Look, I'm coming, you gon' see me cause I bang that. LB 21st, how I get it crackin'. Memories for the times when I didn't have it. PTSD, niggas don't want static. Cause I'm always feeling vexed, like not finna stress for somebody who don't got time. I'm a pretty little nigga, I'm about mine. We don't go, ain't no need to fuck a stop sign. Skirt off in the whip, that's an outline. Keep the same energy, it's about time. Niggas talk they shit, but I'm on my shit. When y'all niggas realize this was outline.
The game ain't saying no more when the changing lanes is slow. And them niggas be talking about that they chain hang low, but the bang ain't so. The game ain't saying no more when the changing lanes is slow. And them niggas be talking about that they chain hang low, but the bang ain't so. Damn, Joey. Chain hang low, but the bang ain't so. Chain hang low.
You are listening to an interview with the Corp, True Music Discovery, on SongCast. One of the things I really like about your lyrics, it's not just the standard hip-hop lyrics. It's just, they're so in-depth and so in tune with life. It's really refreshing from the hordes of other stuff that just all sounds the same.
Well, I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate, the whole Corp appreciate that.
Are you guys, how many tracks do you have in the studio that are unfinished that you're currently working on?
Oh, my God.
It's a lot of them. A lot of them didn't even make the cut just for the premonition.
Yeah, and there's a lot that should have made the cut that I still think that. And, you know, listen, this duo that we have together here is definitely something exciting because, you know, we both see eye to eye, but as, you know, as a group or as a, you know, friends and things of that nature, we're going to have our differences. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that we can come together and pitch things together. Like there's a track called Can't Bring the Dead Back, which is a beautiful track.
It is.
It's a beautiful track, and we still trying to figure out which element that we're going to take for that. And it's a beautiful track. It definitely is. And just the title alone speaks volume.
The title alone makes me want to check it out.
Thank you.
How about That's on God? What kind of message you got there?
Oh, man, that's several different meanings. What you got when you look in your hands, that's the same dump that you be telling your mans. Like, you got people lying, people being conniving, talking behind your back. We understand all that goes on, but who really care? I can only tell you my vision and what I'm trying to do. It's up to you to believe it or not. If you want to support the movement, that's fine. We'll love that. If not, we'll still love that also, but understand it's still a movement. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really give a fuck if you believe it or not.
That's
we're
on
trying
God.
to put the peas in the pot. You know what I mean?
That's on God.
We're trying to chef something up. We're trying to make something happen. And what happens is when it goes down into the verses, okay, this is what you can do, but understand when you do this, there's always a consequence. And people don't understand consequences. People hate consequences. It's like you think you can just go out here and do something dumb and nothing comes back from it. And life doesn't work like that.
See, what happens is, to relate on what my partner is saying, is that when you go through things in life, it's not necessarily on you. That's on God. If you a firm believer in God, and I'm not trying to be religious about the situation, because you got non-believers and you do have believers, and, you know, whatever you believe, that's what you do. But in all reality, there's a higher power that's going to give us standards and morals to live by. It's just up to us to choose to take those and apply them to everyday life. And even with our verses are different, but they're compatible. And even with my verse on that song, That's on God, I speak about everything back in the day. You know, when kids was out in the hood flipping on pissy mattresses and stuff like that, and you had to be in the house before the lights came on and stuff like that, you know, and you know,
mama come yelling at you, getting
you know, you remember, I don't know if you remember those days when you was out with your friends and mama used to come running down with, you supposed to be in the house when the lights come on and you ain't in the house, you know what I'm saying? So that's on God, and that's the truth.
She'd be waiting at the door with a Hot Wheel track, man.
right, understanding, right. You know, and like I said, but as we say, you know, no matter how many chips is on your shoulder, you got to push on. You got to give it to God. You got to give it to a higher power. No matter what you go through, you got to give it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me talk to y'all niggas, man. There's only a few niggas that I fuck with, and there's not a lot of niggas. But the niggas done gave y'all some opportunities to fuck with the gang game. Y'all ain't want to fuck with us. So keep that same energy. I wish you the best, When you see me, you got nothing to say. Behind my back, you be talking like it's back in the days.
That's on God.
Yeah, I'm down, so I'ma find me a way. Any nigga, they can get it if you get in the way.
That's on God.
We just trying to put the peas in the pot, and we don't really give a fuck if you believe it or not.
That's on God.
What you see when you look in your hands, that's the same dumb shit that you be telling your mans.
You be lying to your man, say that's the truth when it's not. Every nigga got a plan, but it be worse when they plot. Cause your nigga, he can get killed and left on the block. That is not the only way, it's different ways to the top. Every dog got a day, but it be days when it's not. Life about sacrifice, so take it L to the top. Yeah, it's mind over matter when you raising the crop. And take it back to the basics when you know the ball drop.
When you see me, you got nothing to say. Behind my back, you be talking like it's back in the days. Yeah, I'm down, so I'ma find me a way. Any nigga, they can get it if you get in the way. We just tryna put the peas in the pot, and we don't really give a fuck if you believe it or not. What you see when you look in your hands, that's the same dumb shit that you be telling your mans.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, pressure, yeah, that bust pipes. It was nice where I ain't think about my birthrights. And my late nights got colder, world got older. And it was more than the pain that was coded on this boulder. On every shoulder, it was more than a chip there. Them pissy mattresses in the hood, they still flip there. Yeah, I could get there for the lights come on, before mama come running down with that nightgown on.
When you see me, you got nothing to say. Behind my back, you be talking like it's back in the days. Yeah, I'm down, so I'ma find me a way. Any nigga, they can get it if you get in the way. We just tryna put the peas in the pot, and we don't really give a fuck if you believe it or not. What you see when you look in your hands, that's the same dumb shit that you be telling your mans.
Damn Joey. Hey yo, Ive, we ain't gotta talk to these niggas no more, homie. King God Ive, A1, A&D Corp. Hey yo, Ive, hit the nigga with the slogan, homie.
That's on God from the Corp, from the release Premonition. If you like what you hear, make sure you pick up tracks on Amazon, on Apple Music, put them on your phones, play them in the car, turn your friends and family onto the Corp, and support this hardworking indie artist. Before that, we heard Bang Gang, So also Take Two, BC Powder, Clarity, Don't Want Romance. Great tunes from the Corp. Make sure you support them and buy some tracks on Amazon and also on Apple Music. Let's finish up our interview here with this great indie artist. Once again, thanks for hanging out and listening to SongCast, True Music Discovery on Spotlight. I gotta say, man, it's been really great talking to you guys. Great lyrics, articulate, good stuff. So much different from just the hordes of junk that's out there. Thank you so much for your time and the great music. Looking forward to hearing the new stuff. And why don't we end off with the track I was going to avoid, but what the fuck? We might as well talk about it. How about Fuck These Niggas? Tell me what motivated you guys to write that song.
Yo, Fuck These Niggas strictly mean fuck these niggas. It's nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? It talks about trust issues and everything, how people be slimy or whatever. And it just fuck these niggas. You got females setting up guys and all that type of stuff. That was more so on the neighborhood tip when we did Fuck These Niggas. Because you got, like he said, even though he was talking in a not religious belief, but, you know, it's either you're going to believe or you don't. Fuck these niggas. This is what we got going on. You don't believe it? Fuck these niggas. Hey, I'm about to go over here. You don't want to come? Fuck that nigga.
Now, I'm going to give you the entanglement of fuck these niggas. The chorus is hard. The chorus is hard. Is fuck. I ain't going to lie to you. It is. Everybody loves that song. But the verses have a different meaning. And that's what makes us the artists that we are. We give you the raw shit, but we giving you shit that you can understand and cope with as well. You understand? Like, if you listen to the verses on Fuck These Niggas, you'll see my boy King Av, he's extending his hand. He extends his hand in that verse to those that believe. Those that don't believe, get the fuck on. Fuck you too then. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? And even in one of my verse, you know, we come to the conclusion of, you seen the rapings of the motherland. And I'm not just talking about blacks in general. I'm talking about people in general. Even when we pay our taxes, even when we pay these high ass gas prices, all this matters. So you know what? Fuck these niggas. That means the government, not just hood. That means all these motherfuckers who don't believe that you're supposed to have what you're supposed to have. That is a fact. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas.
You shouldn't even have to pay that.
Right. But now you understand what I'm saying? Because in your mind, you saying fuck them niggas, man. Them motherfuckers done take all my motherfucking money for no reason.
I've been saying that. What I'm saying? I say that shit probably 20 times a day.
That part. But guess what? We saying it for you. Just play it. Play it for them. They'll get it.
What? Fuck these niggas. You can't fuck with these niggas. What? Ain't no love for them niggas. And just like bitches, you can't trust these. What? Fuck these niggas. You can't fuck with these niggas. What? Ain't no love for these niggas. And just like bitches, you can't trust these niggas. Look, I'm the type to put trust in a man. If you moving how I'm moving, I'm extending my hand. Just for my brother and to them little niggas I'm thin. I'm like a ghost up in the city, I ain't calling no man. So be careful what you ask for. Cause the cost of you living is a reflection what you seeing in the glass door. Wishing to laugh more. To trust the niggas and figures is something sinners rarely take a bath for. Repent now. Fuck these niggas. You can't fuck with these niggas. What? Ain't no love for them niggas. And just like bitches, you can't trust these. What? Fuck these niggas. You can't fuck with these niggas. What? Ain't no love for these niggas. And just like bitches, you can't trust these niggas. Giving more than what your body controls. It's like touching your soul, especially when your vitals get old. The Bible been told, thou shalt. Trust them, man. You saw the plans of the rapings of the motherland. This is another hand to respect the rules, but if losing is your mama's bad news. So take time out and hope them niggas that you really fucking with really never find out. Fuck these niggas. You can't fuck with these niggas. What? Ain't no love for them niggas. And just like bitches, you can't trust these. What? Fuck these niggas. You can't fuck with these niggas. What? Ain't no love for these niggas. And just like bitches, you can't trust these. What?
Listen, explore, discover indie music from around the world. Spotlight features all types of indie music: hip-hop, rock, pop, electronic, country, blues, jazz, and more. Spotlight. Commercial free and free to stream. SongCast Radio.